Hello, dear students. Greetings of the day. I, Mohammad Zishan, welcome you to the online classes of Bloomingburg Code School. Dear students, today we are going to study second chapter of geography, which is population dynamics. You all know about the population. Population is number of people, right, living in a at a place, district, state, or country. So population is counted country wise also, state wise also, district wise also, and even city wise also. This population, as the name of the chapter is population dynamics. So you must be thinking that what is the meaning of dynamics? Why the name of chapter is population dynamics? See, population is a phenomena which keep changing. So something which keep changing is called dynamic. Something which keep changing is called dynamic, which do not remain same, right? Which change in shape, size, or in other things also, right? So then what is the thing which remains same, right, and not change? That is static. So you should know these two words, static and dynamic. Dynamic, the things which keep changing, and static, the things which remain same, right? The things which remain same, no change, right? No change or no progression. Clear? Now, here, this is progression, and here no progression, right? Now, population dynamics. So we all know that population keep changing, population keep changing. So that is why the name of the chapter is population dynamics. So in this chapter we are going to study about population dynamics, right? And then what we will study, then we will study about the distribution of population in the world. Then we will study factors affecting population. Which type of factors? Like topography, like suitable climate, water availability, okay. And then after that we will study population density. Then we will study about the uh, division of whole world on the basis of population, density of population, right, which is sparsely populated region, moderately populated region, and densely populated region. Then we will study about the overpopulation and underpopulation and their positive as well as negative impacts. Then we will study about the uh, population change, right? And then we will study about the natural growth of population. Then we will study about population composition, and then after that sex ratio and age sex pyramid or population pyramid will be the last topic. So like this we will complete the chapter. So let us begin this chapter. The first thing we this chapter is all about, right? So this chapter is about the people and their counting, right? The number of people, the population. So in this chapter we will study the reasons responsible for population growth, right? And then we have already studied what is the meaning of dynamic and static, right? uh, so this population, you must have heard that India is the second most populous country in the world. And now the question for you is that which country is the most populous country in the world, right? It is the neighbor of India, and currently it is not having good political relations, geopolitical relations with India. So guess the name. Okay. Now we will study about the distribution of population. Distribution of population means how much population of the world is there, and what is the population of different countries. That is written in your book, you can see. Okay, let me tell you that the total world population, total world population is how much? 7.5 billion. 7.5 billion means 7.5 arab, right? Crore, 10 crore, right? Arab, 10 arab, 7.5 billion. So in 1 billion, how many crores are there? In 1 billion is equals to 100 crore or 1 arab, right? Leave arab, just remember 100 crore, okay? 100 crore or 1 arab, clear? So total population of the world is 7.5 billion, and what is the population of India? Total population of India is, according to 2011 census, it was 1.27 billion, right? But right now, from the different sources, we come to know that it is around 1.35 billion, right? According to a source of 2018. And then in India, where do we live? In India, we live in Uttar Pradesh. So we should know the population of Uttar Pradesh also. The population distribution in Uttar Pradesh is how much? 20.42 crores. So in only UP, right? The population is 20.42 crores. 20.42 crores. It is more than the population of Pakistan. Clear? And more than the population of so many countries of Europe collectively. In Europe, we are having small countries like Macedonia is there, okay, and so many other countries are there. So if you will, 3 or 4 or 5 countries together will not be able to compete with Uttar Pradesh in matter of population. Okay, so we are highly densely populated state of India. Then after that, where do we live in Uttar Pradesh? We live in Sambhal city. I am not talking about Sambhal district. I am talking about Sambhal city. So what is the population of Sambhal city? Sambhal city population is 2,20,000 and 830. 2,20,813. This is the population of Sambhal city only, not district. Clear? So, uh, so distribution of population in the world is not same, but highly dispersed. Somewhere we are having very dense population, somewhere we are having very sparse population, some places are having are barren, no population is there. Okay, so in starting I asked you a question, okay, which is the most populous country in the world? I hope you would have answered that right now. If you have not that, you have not answered that, then listen it. So the answer is China. Everybody knows that. Okay, China. China is the most populous country, and what is the population? 1.39 billion. So here we are not much far behind from China in terms of population. Just zero point 0.4 difference is there. Okay, and very soon India is going to be #1 country in the terms of population. Okay, the most populous country of the world. Clear? In 2022, census will take place. In census, the counting of people will take place, population counting. Okay, and in that we will come to know uh, how much population of India is there, or how much India has swelled in terms of population. So this was the distribution of population, right? Now we will study that, okay, what are the reasons affecting populations, factors affecting populations. Why it is so that some places are having very dense population, some places are having very sparse population. Why at a place so many people prefer to live, and why at other place no person prefer to live, or why it is there कि in one country population is extremely huge and in another country population is very low, right? So there must be some factors affecting the population, right? So we will study those factors affecting population. Okay, so let me check whether video is going on good or not. Okay, so what are the factors affecting population? You may think it so many factors might be there, huh? The first factor which we are going to study is topography. Topography means you can say how the shape of the land is, the top land is, right? So a place, suppose a mountain is there, right? And if I ask you to live on that mountain, so you will have to live on some curves of this mountain, right? Or wherever you find a plain area, or what you may do, you may dig it like this, okay, and make a plain area and then start living here. Clear? So here the topography is curved. Topography is curved, right? And if I ask you to live here in this plain area, then you will find very much ease to make your house here, right? Without any difficulty. And when some person is living on a hill or on a curved topography or on a rugged topography or on a broken topography, right? If the land is broken, rugged and curved, so he will not be able to do the primary occupation, his primary occupation. Basically primary occupation of people still is what? Agriculture. Agriculture. So agriculture here in plain, he can do agriculture very nicely, okay, right? Very nicely. But here he is unable to do, right? He will have very small patches of land, and there he will face difficulty. Clear? So topography, this will allow him to do to agriculture. Flat land, if land is flat and plain, right, it will enable him to do agriculture, right? As well as it will help in transportation also, right? Transportation and communication. He will not have any difficulty in moving from one place to another place, but here you will have difficulty in moving from one place to another place. Not even in the mountain, okay, at some other places also where the land is broken or rugged, okay, like this, there also you will have difficulty of in movement. Clear? So topography plays very important role, right? People prefer to live at the areas which are flat, which are plain, okay. So this is also one of the factors, the land which will be the flat or plain, that their population will be higher than the in comparison to the lands which are rugged, broken and curved. Okay, so that is why mountains have very sparse population. Clear? Then second point, according to me, it should be the first point. Okay, suitable climate, or you can say climate only. Now, climate, if I ask you to go and live on North Pole, right? I ask you to go and live on North Pole or here South Pole. Huh? Here temperature is very low. Temperature is around how much? Around minus 90 degree, okay, or much below than that, right? Here also minus 90 degree, minus 80 degree, even minus 100 degree, maybe there, okay, sometime, right? So at that low temperature, will you be able to live or survive? No, right? And if I ask you to go and live in these nearby areas, right? So here the temperature may be around minus 20 degrees Celsius. Okay. Here also temperature may be in this belt, but this is ocean. Here no land is there. Okay, so leave it. And if I ask you to live here in these countries, then here temperature may be from minus 5 degree to 25 degree Celsius. Clear? So because of this temperature and climate, right, you will not prefer to live here. You will prefer to live here, here, and here at these places. Okay. And again, if I ask you to go and live at these places near equator, right, these places near equator, here the temperature will be higher. Temperature will be how much? Around you can say more than 40 degrees Celsius, 40 plus, right, 40 degrees Celsius plus 40, 45. So temperature is too much high here, right? Temperature is too high here. So you will not even prefer to live here also. Clear? So where will you live? You will live somewhere where temperature is suitable, where temperature is suitable to live. Okay, you will prefer to live here, you will prefer to live here, right? And one more thing is here, temperature, climate is not all about temperature. Okay, humidity, rainfall. Okay, suppose if I ask you to go and live here in Amazon rainforest, where it rains every day and temperature is very, climate is very humid. So you will not be able to survive there also. If I ask you to live at polar areas, you will not be able to live. If I ask you to live at the desert areas, equatorial desert areas, you will not be able to live. If I ask you in rainforest, you will not be able to live, right? So climate also plays very important role, that where you will prefer to live. So the places which are having the moderate climate, okay, neither too hot nor too cool, those places are very much populous. Okay, their population is very high. So area having suitable climate with adequate temperature and moisture have dense population, whereas areas having extreme climate like polar and desert areas have very thinner population. Okay, so that I have told you. Okay, now the next point is water availability. Water availability. So this is the prime thing. If somewhere water is not available, you will not survive, you will not be able to live, because in terms of our needs, oxygen is the topmost. Then after oxygen, water comes, and then food comes, right? Okay. Water availability. Availability. Okay, right. Now we have studied in history, right? I have taught you in class 6th also, in class 7th also, right? I have told you about, if you remember, Mesopotamian civilization. Mesopotamian civilization, right? I have taught you about the Egyptian civilization, if you remember. Egyptian civilization. I have also taught you Chinese civilization. Chinese civilization, right? I have also taught you in class 6 the Indus Valley civilization. Now, what is the similarity between these all four civilizations? Right? Okay, these all civilizations were, they emerged near rivers. Okay, near a river. So Mesopotamia near Tigris and Euphrates river, and Egyptian civilization near river Nile. Okay, and Chinese civilization near Huang He, Yangtze Kiang and Sikiang river, Yangtze Kiang and Sikiang river. Okay, then Indus Valley near river Indus and Ravi, right? Clear? So rivers were there. Why people prefer to live near the rivers? Why? Because of the availability of water, right? Earlier, our ancestors were hunters and gatherers. They started settling, okay, and when they started settling at one places, their population grew, right? Their population grew. So why they prefer to settle at the plain areas near the rivers? Why? Because from there they were able to get water for drinking purposes, right? And for irrigation purposes, irrigating their field, because they were doing agriculture, right? So water was available for irrigation also and drinking also, and for various other household chores. Clear? So that is why water availability, the place where water is available, that place will be having more population. Okay, clear? That is why deserts are having very low population, because water sources are not there. So people prefer to settle near the sources of fresh water, as it is required for drinking, bathing, cooking, livestock rearing and irrigation. Livestock rearing means cattle rearing. Clear? I hope you would have understood that. Now next is fertile soil. Okay, fertile soil. So again, I have told you that still in today's world, especially in countries like India, the primary, or you can say the main occupation is agriculture, right? And agriculture will be practiced where the soil is fertile. Fertile soil. So people will prefer to live at places which is having fertile soil, right? So that they can practice their agriculture, right? This is hoe being pulled by, right? My drawing is very nice. Clear? So if the soil is fertile, then they will get very high yield. Okay, crop will be grown very well. Clear? So that is why areas having fertile soil have more population due to agriculture. More people come and get settled near these lands. Okay, right, near these lands. You must have, you would not have seen, okay, in Indian history, not in the Indian history, in the world history, the people are bigger than their houses. Okay, from jokes apart, let us move to the next point, which is industrial growth. Okay, that is also. So, in today's world, in this modern world, You people take education, higher education, right? And after that, you look for the jobs. So where do you get jobs most of the time? You get jobs in big industries, okay? Right? So means the people will prefer to live at place where they will get jobs, okay, livelihood, right? If somewhere they are not able to earn money or their livelihood, then what will happen? That they will leave that place and will go in search of a place where they can find these things, right? So industrial growth, due to huge employment opportunities, the industrial regions of the world have high concentration of population. And which are the places where industries grow? At the places which are having abundant amount of minerals, okay? Like suppose if in Jharkhand, right? In Jharkhand, mines are there, okay, coal mines are there, right? So the uh, and if at some place coal is available, at some place iron is available, then the industries, okay, steel, iron and steel industry will be installed there, set up there, okay? And after that it will start producing iron and steel, and for that it will require human resource, and people will go there, scientists will go there, miners will go there, okay, and engineers will go there, laborers will go there, and will get settled in Jharkhand, okay, in nearby areas, okay, and they will work in the factory, okay, and they will be settled near the factory only. Why? Because they are getting their job from this factory, okay. So this is also one of the reason, or one of the factor affecting population of a place. Clear? Now the next is growth of urban centers. Now, if you are here in Sambal, although Sambal is also an urban area and we are having quite good facilities in Sambal, okay, in terms of education also, primary education also, right? We are having schools like Blooming Birds R School, which is providing very nice education to the kids, okay, the children, right? And then after that, we are having some other facilities also. Electricity facility is also good, okay. Transportation facility from Sambal to Moradabad is also very good, okay. And Sambal to Delhi also, it's good. But still, for more things, okay, for higher education, for better health facilities, okay, we have to go to Delhi, right, or other places. Clear? So at urban places means the bigger towns, okay. So at these places, what happens? We are having good infrastructure, okay. We are having good infrastructure. So because of that infrastructure, people prefer to go and live there, okay. Suppose from after studying from here, if you want to study in Delhi University, DU, or in Jamia University, JMI, okay, or JNU, right? Then for educational purposes you will have to get settled in Delhi, okay, right? And after studying there, and if you become an engineer, right, an engineer, right, or a top chartered accountant, okay, or anything, right, any you choose to any profession, clear, then you will get most of the chances or scope of practices in Delhi only, and you will get settled there, okay, and you will make your home there, and you will go to your office, right, and do your job and come back, okay, your job and come back. Your life will be in this cycle only, right? And people like you, right, they will also come to this urban center, right, because some may come for education purposes, some may come for education purposes, some may get settled for professional purposes, for profession, okay, or that is called employment, okay, because of employment, right, because of education, because of employment, and some people may come because of health purposes also, right? Clear? So these things are there because of these, and here we are having good infrastructure in this urban city. Better facilities are there, so people go and settle there, and population is increased, okay. That is also one of the factor for affecting population. Now next is transportation and communication facilities, right? So a place which is having better transportation and communication facilities, people prefer to live there. You will not prefer to live in a village or at a place from where you cannot catch a bus and go to your school or your office or at some other place at your khala's house. Okay, right? So people, that is the reason people from the villages and people from the places which are not having such type of facilities, transportation and communication facilities, they migrate and get settled somewhere else. Okay, so that's the reason. Then after that we will study about, in next, these were the factors affecting population. In next lecture we will study about the population density. Thank you so much.